Florida, everybody. Welsh Sim Farmer here. Hope everybody's doing well. Good morning. My little apprentice Freon's here with me again.
Hello.
And we are back. Calmlands, episode 3. Before I carry on, I just want to do a couple of shout outs to a couple of people who've massively helped me out over the last few days. First one being Farmer Sim. He gave me a mention on his latest Oakbridge Chronicles episode. And thanks to him, my sub numbers have been going up fairly well, which is really good. I really appreciate people like that giving me a shout out, so it all helps the channel, and thanks to the guys for jumping on. Also Cartech put a post up yesterday asking people to come over and check me out, so same again, thanks again for that. That really does help. I really appreciate it. And to all the new people who've subbed and joined the channel, I hope everybody likes it. If you any suggestions of what you think I should do with the channel, please leave a like and a comment and let me know. Or any feedback on any of the episodes also gratefully received. So as I said, we've just jumped into September now on the game. Episode 3, we have got a massive day of ploughing ahead of us. We can try and get all of the fields we need to get ploughed up today, and with a bit of luck get a layer of fertiliser on them as well. So first thing we've got to do is we've got to go and pick our new bale shredder up from the dealership just up the road. So I'm going to jump in the tractor, go and pick that up, and then we need to feed the cows in the cow barn and put some straw down for bedding. So just a quick update on the last episode. We managed to get just over 14,500 litres of oats that are sitting in that silo over there. I may have to sell some of that earlier than I was planning, just to get a bit of money in, because we've got some sheep that have just been delivered, with more again to be delivered within the next 48 hours. And I've also just placed the order for the fertiliser and everything we need for the greenhouses that we've got placed down there, so that's due, so that's going to need paying for. We've got a little bit of money in the bank, but I don't want to drain it down too much and then end up going into the red, so we'll see how we get on. But I might end up selling half of those oats and keeping half. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. Just have to see how the bank balance gets on. But for now, we need to plough on, quite literally. So we're going to jump into New Holland, we're going to go and pick the bale shredder up, and we're going to come back and sort the cows out in the cow barn. So let's get into this, let's get it started, let's get going. I'll catch you guys in a bit. We are back at the farm. So straw bales there ready to go. Let's pull this up just here so we can load them straight in. Should do it. Let's go and get in the telehandler. Getting these loaded in. I think I'll use the auto load on this bale spike though, so I'll just make a mess. So I'll do them one at a time, so I don't think that bale shredder will hold any more than that. Let's go. Get these two jobs done and we can get on with the major job of today. Plough up the fields. That's a good start. Just completely miss. You can tell I haven't done much manual bale loading. Try again. There we go. Right then, get some straw bedding down. My calculations are correct. It should only take 3 bales. Or at least that's all I'm getting for now anyway. we go. Excellent. I might even leave that here running and then just go and get another bale, I think, for the telehandler. That might be a bit easier. Let's do that. So we're driving round and round in the tractor. Take this for a spin instead. See if I can do a better job of loading this time. It's hard to get the camera angles right when you load it inside a tight barn like this. There we go, arms in. Let's get this one started. We'll get number 3. Excellent start. Doing alright. So while we're getting on with this, just to give you a quick update of what else is going on the channel, or some of the ideas of content I've got, we are going to be having a sort of co-op multiplayer map for myself and the apprentice at some point. That's just in the middle of being built. It's going to be over on Riverview Farm, hopefully. I've got a farm build to do, so there'll be a little video coming out for the farm build for that shortly. And I've also found another map that I want to start doing some of the single player stuff on. So hopefully I'll have the build finished on that in the next couple of weeks, probably, I would have thought. I've only restarted it 3 times, so once we get that going, get all those on the way, I might even think about doing a live if that seems like a good idea, if anybody's keen. Jump on, have a bit of a chat, maybe do it on a Friday night or something like that. And then that'll be it. Us plenty busy for a good while, I would imagine. So that's that. Right, I'm going to go and get these hay bales. Get these loaded up, get them into this barn, and we can go and start on the plough. So see you guys in a bit. Look at this though, 3 at a time, what a pro. Right, we'll see you in the top field shortly. Well, the cows are all fed, all bedded and all watered and ready to go. We'll probably keep them going for a little while now, so I have to just keep an eye on it because I'm not sure how quick the food will go down, but we're just up at the top field now. I'll take this pickup for a spin. I've not driven it yet, so good little bit of kit, a little bit of room in the back in case we need to carry anything about, but I'll pull it up here out of the way, and we're going to get in the Fiat Agri and we're going to plough off this field up. Exciting stuff. I'm going to double the size of this field from the original size of the oat field that we harvested in the last episode. I'm pretty much all the way down as far as you can see from here, down to the edge of the road, along the road line, and then back up, and then probably take a little bit out on the top of the hill there as well, wherever we mowed up last time. Once we've done that, we'll take the Fiat back down to the main farm and plough up the 2 little grass fields that we've got to plough up. So let's have a look at what we can plant up here. So we could put barley, canola, more wheat in now. It's actually turned out quite well. I'm not really sure what we're going to do yet. I think I'll ask the apprentice's professional opinion on that. I shall let you know his decision shortly. Let's get out of here. Let's get in this. And let's get cracking. I'm glad I managed to get the big 12-metre plough for this, because I think we're going to need it. I'll go up this bit manually and then turn the create fields on at the top there. Plough the outline out. And then probably stick the drone in the air and do a little bit of flyby while we carry on with the ploughing. So there's not much power in this Fiat to go up this hill. That should be okay. Right, so I need to turn on create new fields. There we go. I like to give courseplay a little bit of a challenge, so we'll put a bit of a bend in here as well, I think. That should do it. Not far off the map border here, so I'll have to be careful how high up I go with the edge of the plough, but stick it all that close, I think we'll be fine. Could easily double the amount we can plant in this field. Nice curve around it. You know, courseplay doesn't really like too many square corners. So there's a new mod come out recently, and most people will probably have already seen or heard of it, the realistic weather mod. Now it's been going through a number of updates over the last week or so, and I've been thinking about whether I should install it or not. So I'd be interested to hear people's feedback on that. Have they found it? Whether they think it's worth installing? Let me know. I think it'd be quite an interesting one, but I wasn't sure whether to just wait until the updates had settled down or installing it myself. But yeah, give us a shout, guys. Let me know how you get on with it. It does look like it's going to be a really good mod. It just needs a few of the little issues ironing out with it, and it'll be ready to go. There we go. The outside edge done. A little bit of tidying up to do down the bottom here, which I'm going to go and do now. And we are good to get on the middle bit. Tidy. Right then, let's get on with the middle bit. I'm going to get the apprentice to crack on with the middle bit. I'm going to get the drone in the air. See you guys when we're done. Right then, he's off. I'll leave him with my apprentice for this one. I'll come on, check on him when he's about halfway through. See how he's getting on, see if he needs any help. And as he likes to say,
let's go!
that's it, we're done. A few little bits of neatening up around the edges, which I'm going to go off and do now. Other than that, great job. Done in half the time I was expecting them to, so get this bits around the edges neatened up. Widen it out a touch more where I can. And then we're going to pick the stones off this field, because I've just checked and it is quite stony in places, as you can see. And then I think we'll throw a layer of manure on it before we do anything else. Let's get those jobs done. Catch you guys in a bit. Okay then, so we're back again at the top field. Ploughing is done, the stone picking is done, so we've got a better texture on the field now. Something I had taken into consideration was needing to put lime on the field, because half of it was a meadow and half of it was a pre-planted field. It's telling me that half of it's fully fertilised and half of it needs lime, so I'm just going to stick lime over the whole field for now. And then the next steps for us are seed it with what we're putting in it. Was it wheat? Yeah. The apprentice is nodding his approval. So we will plant it with wheat, roll it, and then I'm going to throw a layer of manure over it. So the other half of it is then fully fertilised and we're good to go. So a little job to get done. I'm going to crack on with this, and then after that we'll check on the time, and we're either going to do a little bit of forestry work over at our little sawmill, or we're going to get cracking with the rest of the ploughing on the fields down there, because we're seeding grass in them. Not in as big of a rush, because we're going to get plenty of other meadow grass from when we start cutting out the other fields. But for now we'll get this done and we shall see you guys shortly. And there we go, guys. That turned out to be an absolutely mammoth job on that field. We got there in the end. It's now 2:45, so I think we're going to head back down to the main farm. Take this weeder back with us. Get everything washed and knock off for the day. Took us a lot longer than I expected to get that field done, but we did have a few unexpected extras to do. Part of it needed weeding, the part that was previously a field. I covered the whole lot in lime and gave it a coat of manure just to make sure everything was on the same level, so it's now showing up as 100% fertilised with 100% yield bonus on one part and 100% fertilised and 97% yield bonus on the other part, so we should be good for that. 8 growth stages to go, so we're going to get back, get all this back in the main farm, get it all cleaned off. I think that's pretty much going to be it. We're going to knock off for the day. So thanks again for everybody for joining us. Episode 3 all finished. On to episode 4. We've got the greenhouses to load, some more ploughing to do, the other fields, and we're going to start on our forestry work, get our sawmill up and running. If you haven't done already, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button if you enjoyed the video, that'd be great. Don't forget to leave me any feedback in the comments, that's also appreciated. And feel free to share my channel with anybody you might think might be interested, and hit the sub button as well. So this is going to be it for episode 3, guys. Thanks again for joining us. Get this down to the main farm, get washed, and we'll see you all soon.
See you on the flip side, guys.
Wheel on the traw.